Greetings from the Magnolia, the show dedicated to image, brand, and business culture. And every Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern Time, we bring you a fabulous show, whether it involves resources, strategies, or techniques to help you enhance your image and brand. I'm Nyda Bittmann-Neville, your host. That soon you would have the opportunity to come back into the Home Resource Gallery, known to us better as HRG, located on beautiful Park Avenue in Winter Park, Florida, to go into Isabella's kitchen, where she would prepare for us her signature dish. And so, stay tuned, because that's exactly where we're going.
Ciao amici, and welcome to Isabella's Bella Cucina at Home Resource Gallery here on lovely Park Avenue in Winter Park. I am so thrilled that you are here in my kitchen today, and do I have a treat for you. Today I'm going to prepare this wonderful dish called pasta siciliana. Comes from the old country, the southern part of Italy, and I tell you, this is my most requested dish, and you will see why momentarily. Let's get started. I'm actually going to show you about the beautiful ingredients that we have right here. I have some wonderful pomodoro, and oh, aren't they just beautiful. We have l'aglio, garlic, we have basilico, basil, we have some wonderful imported Romano cheese, and I love Romano cheese, and of course the best extra virgin olive oil that you can find. That's what you're going to want with this recipe. Now what I actually did to get started is I prepared the pasta, all right, because that's already done because of the time limitation that we have today. That's already cooked. It's served al dente, but we're going to get started. All right, all I'm going to do is cut this right here, just core this just a little, and I'm just going to quarter this pomodoro. Now Nyda, can you say pomodoro?
Pomodoro.
Oh, I knew you had some Italian in you. You're going to put the pomodoro in here. You're going to put 2 cloves of garlic. And I want you to put all of this tremendous basilico. Can't you just smell it right there? And when I'm done, you're going to be licking your lips. Stay tuned. And of course, in every kitchen, you got to have the best appliances that money can buy for you in your home. And I have right here my Jenn-Air stove, my Jenn-Air oven, and my wonderful KitchenAid food processor, which I absolutely adore. Here we go. We're going to actually turn this on. And what I've done is I just pureed it. The very first ones you want to do, you're going to puree. Oops, come on, there we go. Take this off, move this aside. And I started already. I already have a few pomodoro here in this bowl. Now I'm going to do one more, but this time we're not going to puree it. We're going to actually chunk it, because I like things that are chunky. Kind of reminds me of me. You can't help it. All right, it's the Italian. We all have it, at least the ones I know. Now, why this dish is so healthy for you? Because everything in this dish is raw. We are cooking nothing but the pasta. And boy, oh boy, when you see this thing put together and what you can do with it, you're going to love it. All right, pulse it. Perfect. Perfecto. Nyda, let me hear you say perfecto.
Perfecto.
Ah, you see, a woman after my own heart. I knew I loved you for a reason. Actually, many reasons. Many, many reasons. Take the pomodoro. We're going to put that in here. Now watch. Just to get this out of the way, need a little bit of space here. Now, all I have is a couple of pureed tomatoes and a couple of chunked tomatoes, about 4 beautiful cloves of garlic, and okay, now comes the really, really good stuff. I'm going to say we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 tablespoons. Let's give it a shot. I love cayenne pepper. The reason I love cayenne pepper, because it's really good for your cardiovascular system. I hardly ever use black pepper, and you will find that in practically all my recipes. You'll see me use cayenne. And don't think for a moment that cayenne means it's got to be super hot, because it doesn't have to be. I'm just going to stir this just like this. Now, here we go. Now, folks, Don't be afraid to use the olive oil, okay? This is not cooked, and trust me, you're not going to drink the whole bottle. We're going to have about a cup of olive oil in here. This is actually about 2 cups in my hands right now. So I'm actually just going to let this thing go. I just love the color of that olive oil. Absolutely wonderful. Do you know that many of the Mediterraneans actually take a teaspoon of olive oil every single day of their life, every morning? Olive oil and vino. You gotta love it. Okay, here we go. We're putting this together. Oh, and it smells heavenly already. Of course, we have to use some sale. That's kosher salt. Put a little more in there. All right, stir it up. Just getting it mixed together and putting some more Magnolia de oliva in there. Now, as you see, this is all raw again. Once I have this combined the way I like it, the consistency that I like, of course you got to taste. I just don't understand these chefs that tell me that they don't taste their food. I just can't imagine. Madonna mia, that is practically perfect. But I want some more formaggio. You noticed I did say practically. So I'm telling you right now, I had about 3/4 of a cup in this bowl. That's what I want you to use. 3/4 of a cup, because the formaggio is so wonderful. Stirring it up again. A little more olio de oliva. I probably have in here a total of about 5 pomodoro, because what you're going to do is going to put some of this on your pasta. All right, not only are we going to put it on your pasta, you're going to put it on crostini. When you're done with that, because you always make extra, you're going to take a beautiful piece of white fish and you're going to grill it or saute it, and then you're going to spoon it on top of that. Or how about some shrimp? And don't forget, it makes an incredible crostini just by itself. You will just love it. Eating it, I have a friend actually who eats it out of the bowl. How healthy is that? Leave the carbs behind, eat it out of the bowl. As long as you eat it, who cares? You're going to love it. Everything in here is just so wonderful and so healthy. Imagine all those antioxidants that you are eating at this very moment. The tomatoes and the vitamin C. Now, I told you that you can see how beautiful this is. I'm actually going to pour some of this right in here just like that. Now watch what happens to the pasta. Now, if I had some arugula at this very moment, I would take some fresh arugula and I would toss it in there just like that. If I had some broccoli, I would steam the broccoli in the same water that I'm making the pasta. I would eat it just like that. You can do anything you want with this. Now, I love more pomodoro. I'm going to add a little more and I'm going to show you the final product. Better yet, Nyda and I are going to sit down and enjoy with a beautiful glass of vino. So give me one more moment because I want you to see what we've got going on here. Nyda, can you smell this where you are?
Yes.
And wait till I serve this. First of all, look how beautiful that pasta is. You will take this where you go. When you go to someone's home, you're going to take the pasta. When somebody wants to go on a picnic, you will take the pasta because you eat it at room temperature.
Thank you. Isabella, I can see where this is truly the signature dish and why you get so many requests for it. Now, of course, right here in the gallery, yes, you actually prepare the meals. People can have small groups and they can come here and gather, and as you say, then you come to the table, right?
Yes, it's actually right here at Home Resource Gallery is where I have my cooking classes. It is Food Network style.
And as you say, let's all bring our families back to the table. You've been watching The Magnolia. I'm Nyda Bittmann-Neville, your host.